Give me a hand here, Cash.
You know I will. Poor little cuss.
Appears to me we'll be splitting our grub stake 3 ways from now on, Cash.
Yeah, I reckon so.
What have we got that'll fit his gizzard? He can't jaw jerky.
Oh, you don't know nothing. Oatmeal gruel and a mite of bacon grease will see him through. Come on, partner. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Give me a hand here with the boy, Cash.
You know I will.
Hey, you little rascal, you. Hey, come here. Come here. Here, you're going to get your shirt on now, Bill. Here. That's right. Gee, pretty little cuss, ain't it, Jeff?
He sure is.
Yeah. Looks just like me. Don't you, Bill?
Here we are.
Hey,
Here we are.
Yeah,
boy.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, boy.
Bill sure does love me, Jeff.
Come on. Baby. Boy. Where's our little...
Here, take a swig of this, Bill. It'll put hair on your chest.
Don't be giving that maverick poison. And don't be calling him Bill. Once and for all, Cash Holbrook, we're a-calling him Daniel Boone Cameron.
And once and for all, Jeff Cameron, we're a-calling him Buffalo Bill Holbrook. I've put up with your bullheadedness about long enough.
Bullheadedness? Me? Why, you hammer-headed old mule. You're as stubborn about branding that yearling
As you are about wanting to settle down here at this measly water hole.
Water means a grub stake in this country, Cash. We're a-staying right here.
No, we ain't. You are. Grub stake's just about as far as you can see. I'm heading west till I hit grazing land. I've put up with your stubbornness ever since we started out, Jeff. Now I'm done with you.
If you're heading west, seems to me you'd best get it going. Now then, I'll take Dan.
Bill's a going with me.
Oh, no, he ain't. He's too smart for you, Holbrook. He's a Cameron, and he knows where he belongs.
He's a bit young to know what a pig-headed old hyena you are, Cameron. But I'll learn him. You wouldn't plug Dan, would you, Cameron? And if you was to drill me in the back while I was a-riding away, why, you'd just naturally bust Bill's neck.
Hi, Helen.
Yes, Dad.
They're coming. Put your ear to the ground.
Cattle.
Yep. You see, I was right, Mary Ellen. When I seen that big, ornery Bill Holbrook riding the ridge this morning, I figured that him and his old man was up to something.
Dad, them two are just alike. Meaner than two rattlers.
Cash Holbrook ruined the boy, Mary Ellen. He was a likely young'un when I found him.
Well, Dad, if they think they're going to water cattle here tonight, here's two Winchesters say they ain't.
I reckon we ought to turn the herd toward the gap here, Mr. Holbrook. We'll get to the water hole quicker that way.
All right, turn him. You know more about it than I do, Kirby. I ain't set foot on Jeff Cameron's land in a good many years. Wouldn't be doing it tonight if this herd wasn't drying up on me.
Well, we won't have no trouble. Ain't nobody at the water hole but old Cameron and his daughter.
I don't care if there's 50 of them. Cameron ain't keeping me away from that water no longer.
Get along.
Listen. What was that?
Someone afoot.
Stay where you are. What do you want here?
Water. I can use some. My name's Rance Brett. Had to shoot my horse today, prairie dog hole. This is the first water I've seen since. I don't know this country.
You don't know Cash Holbrook neither, I suppose.
Who?
Go ahead, fill up.
Thanks, mister.
Well?
Who's this Holbrook you're talking about?
You never heard of him, I suppose.
Miss, I'm from Montana. And I'm headed New Mexico way.
What was your name in Montana?
Brett. Same as here. I'm headed New Mexico way. At least I was. While I had a horse. Seems like I'd stepped into something here, mister. Might be you'd care to enlighten me, what?
Cameron's my name. Jeff Cameron. My daughter, Mary Ellen.
I'm honored to know you, Miss Cameron.
This here's my living. The only water hole between the range and the railroad. Cowmen all water here on the way to the loading pens. All but one.
This Holbrook fellow?
Yeah. I make him go the long way for water. 27 miles across the desert, losing beef every mile.
Why?
Got a match?
When they smell that water, they're going bent for election. Fire and brimstone won't stop them. Neither will Jeff Cameron.
I got married and settled down here. He kept on persecuting me. Well, it wasn't a month after her ma died. He tried to stampede me into selling. It began right here, and it's liable to end right here tonight.
Meaning what?
Meaning this.
Miss, do you aim to take a hand?
I do if a Holbrook crosses our line.
Well, the odds ain't with you. Perhaps it'd even them up a little if I might offer to throw in with you folks.
Thanks, just the same.
Well, put it this way. Maybe I could work it out around here long enough to get me a horse. Starting tonight.
They're coming. Throw a saddle on one of them broncs. We'll ride out to meet them.
Good enough. They won't get in here tonight.
They're getting mighty uneasy. Liable to start any minute now.
We'll tangle with them right here. Mary Ellen, you get behind them rocks. Brett, you hold on the other side of that wash. I'll stay here.
Don't take no chances with yourself now.
There they go! It's a bunch of rustlers. No, it ain't. Cameron's got men a helping him. They're stampeding the herd away from the water hole.
What happened? I'll tell you what's happened. They're not Holbrook's cattle at all. But Holbrook's got men running off stock that's being drove to my water. He's trying to break me.
Well, it might have been worse. We only lost a few head.
Jeff Cameron declared war on me when he drove them cattle off tonight. Before it's over, I'll drive him out of the country.
Wonder who those men was helping him.
I'll find that out, too. And when I do...
Take it easy. I ran that herd out of there tonight, Dad.
You ran that herd off. What's back of all this, son?
I'll tell you, Dad. I ran those cattle off to keep you and Jeff Cameron from killing each other.
And who appointed you to be my guardian angel?
You and Jeff split over me, Dad. Tonight, when I learned you was going to tangle, I had to stop it.
Yeah. And make a fool out of me right in front of him, to say nothing of the cattle lost.
Dad, you and Jeff had shared your last flapjack once. Since then, you've wasted all those years hating each other. But it's not too late. I've got something to show you. You see that?
Well, what is it? What about it?
That is tungsten ore. There might be a little gold and silver in it, too. But the tungsten's what counts. And I've located a rich deposit of it. But there's a catch to it.
Just what are you driving at?
Well, the man that owns the land that this is on doesn't even know it's there. If he did, he couldn't mine it. He's broke. You've got the money, and I know how to run a mine. You can help him. And he was once your friend. Now do you know who I mean?
You mean Jeff Cameron?
Jeff Cameron. He needs your help, Dad. He's old, and he's getting tired. He'll give in if you'll let him.
Did I hear right? You want me to make up to him?
I think it's about time you did, Dad.
I raised you single-handed and alone. I sent you to mining school when you ought to have been punching cows.
Right.
I always let you have your say. Most always your own way. But I'll see you eternally in fire and brimstone before I let you stand up there and tell me to be friend to Jeff Cameron.
I didn't tell you, Dad. I asked you.
Man sure gets punishment for his mistakes. When I picked you up on the desert, I made mine. I don't know what kind of blood you've got in you, but I know it ain't my kind. I'll say good night to you on that. And when I get up in the morning, I don't think you better be here.
You and Jeff have spent half of your lives building a wall that separates you when you should have been friends. But someday, I'll break it down. Goodbye, Dad. Oh. Oh. Afternoon, Miss Mary.
You stay where you are, Bill Holbrook.
Is your father in? I'd like to talk to him.
You must be craving trouble to come here after what you done last night.
Last night?
Don't try to brazen it out. I saw you and your hands run them cattle off. You must feel mighty proud of yourself, taking away our living.
You'll excuse me now. I'll go in and talk to your father.
You'll not set foot on our land.
I'll take care of him, Mary Ellen. You ride over and get a hold of Rance Brett. He's stringing new wire up at the gap. What are you doing here?
Mr. Cameron, I'd like to have a little talk with you.
I ain't got nothing to talk to you about.
You will have when you've heard what I've got to say.
Your threats don't bother me none. Get on inside. Now then, do your talking and talk mighty careful.
Hi there, Mary Ellen.
Hello there, Tonopah.
Hey, come on here, you trope. See who's waiting for you. Look who's waiting to see you, doggone you. Come on. Well, Mary Ellen, why, you're getting footier every day.
How's old heliotrope?
Oh, lazy in the deuce.
Where you in from this time, Tonopah?
Tondo Basin. Phew, my gosh, I put in there dried up and blowed away. Where you running off to?
Oh, Dad's got that Bill Holbrook inside, and I'm gonna go over and...
Bill Holbrook?
Yeah.
Oh, doggone it. I knowed I had some news for you. Hey, listen to this. I came by Holbrook's this morning, and, well, sir, there ain't been a ruckus like that around here like they had in years. And I went up and if you, doggone it, maybe I better begin at the beginning, huh? Yeah, well...
On my land, and takes my water to mine it.
That's right.
Well, I made out alone a good many years. And I ain't taking a Holbrook for a partner just yet. If you can borrow money at the bank to mine this stuff, so can I.
Yes, you can, Jeff.
Say, how come you have to borrow money?
Have you fought with Cash Holbrook?
With Cash? After what he's done for me?
No, but he's fought with you. Ain't that it? I knowed it. Cash wouldn't have no truck with me. No more than I would with him. But he's on the outs with you over that.
Jeff, Cash thinks he's right in hating you. Just the same as you think you're right in hating him. But you're both dead wrong. I've told him that. Now I'm telling you. And someday I'll make you both believe it.
Never. Don't you try it.
I'll never stop.
Might as well. That stuff can lay on the ground till Judgment Day before I have dealings with the Holbrook.
Well, that's what I am.
Hold on. By the eternal, you ain't. You're a Cameron by rights. I found you. You pointed me out to be your pa right here at this water hole years ago.
Did I, Jeff?
You sure did. And I knowed I'd get you back someday. You belong right here. I'll throw in with you, Bill. I mean Dan. Water and all. Give me that stuff.
So you see, Mary Ellen, in doing what he allowed was right about them cattle, he riled Cash Holbrook into throwing him out of the house.
Well, I've got to be in town a few days, but we'll break ground in about a week.
When Cash Holbrook hears about this, he'll have to be hog-tied.
Come here. See you in about a week.
Good luck.
Well, Jeff, doggone you, I'm glad to see you. How be you?
Hello, Tonopah.
Say, Bill Holbrook was over here, and you and him seem to be kind of friendly, don't
Yeah,
you?
you bet we're friendly.
Yeah. Well, say, did you hear about what happened between he and Cash?
Yes, I
Yeah,
heard
they
all
had
about
an
it.
awful rumpus.
Yes,
And Cash throwed his own boy out of the house. His own boy, mind you.
What do you mean?
His own, what?
What do you mean his own boy? He's my boy.
Well, why, how could you,
He's my boy now.
How,
I've got something to say to you. I've got no use for you, and I've been raised to hate everything that carries your brand. But I've got to tell you that, well, I'm sorry for what I said. I didn't know then why you run them cattle off last night.
That's mighty nice of you to say that, Miss Mary. You know, you had me a mite uneasy with that Winchester.
What have you been talking Dad into?
Lots of things. So you see, you and your dad will have more money than you'll ever need. You can have all the things you've always wanted. All the things you should have had.
Oh, it doesn't seem possible anything so wonderful could happen to us.
It's always been out there. But I'm glad I was the one that found it for you.
You know, the desert's taken so much out of Dad. Gee, it doesn't seem possible it's about to pay it all back. I'm happier for him even than I am for me.
Mary Ellen, Look out there across the desert. As far as you can see, way off there in the distance, do you see those big lonesome pinnacles? When I was a little boy, I used to lie out there evenings watching the shadows cross over them. I used to imagine they were all sorts of things. Dragons fighting, giants lying there sleeping, and great big monsters that might come down after it got dark and get me.
I know. I used to think that way, too.
You got over it, though.
Over it? Why, sure. Soon as I knew what they really was, just big rocks.
But before that, you were a little bit afraid of them, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Well, it's just that way with folks. Away off in the distance of you or mine, there's a terrible man called Cash Holbrook. To you, he's been one of those awful monsters that you used to imagine. But I've been up close to him in the broad daylight. And to me, he's been a kind man and mighty good.
I never had anyone make things so sort of clear to me before. Would you think I was kind of crazy if I asked you to forgive me for the thoughts I've held about you all these years?
I can't do that, Mary Ellen. There's nothing to forgive.
I hope there won't never be.
Well, we've done it. We've done it. There she sits. The first load ready to roll and right on time.
And none too soon. You know something, Jeff? Banks have a very funny habit of wanting their money on time.
And they'll get their wish tomorrow.
And from then on, those wagons will keep right on rolling.
And the mine will pay its way.
Well, I guess I'm all ready. The wagons are about to start, I guess, huh?
You're not sorry you're going, though, are you?
Of course she ain't. Mary Ellen always wanted to go to school, ain't you, Mary Ellen?
Yes, but it's going to seem kind of lonesome being away from all of you.
Shucks. Won't be no time before vacation comes around. No, sir.
Come on.
Say, what's in you, Brett? Why ain't you down there with the folks?
What for?
Why say goodbye to Mary Ellen?
I only work here. I got the teams ready. I guess that lets me out. As far as she's concerned.
Oh, I know, but doggone it, she's going away. She's going to school.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Great idea. Took Bill Holbrook to think that up.
Eh? What?
That girl in town alone.
Oh, she's going to live with old Lady Gilroy. She won't be lonesome. And Bill Holbrook will have to be getting in town every week or two.
Yeah? That'll be great.
You bet, Twill.
None of that now, none of that. I'll be smacking the daylights out of you.
Help her there, Carson.
I'm gonna launch this here P-raid right. I'm gonna bust a bottle of real old corn right on our nose. Come on. And bury me not on the lone prairie where the wild coyotes.
Oh, Rance.
Hey, hold on there, everybody. Listen. When they launch a cornerstone, they christen her. Same as when they christen a ship, they launch a cornerstone. You understand? Well, same as you christen a mine. Now, that's that. Now I'm gonna christen the. I'm gonna christen. I'm gonna. Oh, doggone you! I christen you.
Goodbye, Rance. Why, what's the matter?
Nothing.
All ready, boss.
All right, let her go. Goodbye, Mary Ellen.
Goodbye, Bill. You'll come to see me soon, won't you, Bill?
What do you think? Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tuck him in bed every night.
There's Cash Holbrook. Is this his land we're going through?
Yeah, both sides of us, from here to the canyon. Get him, Dick. Get. Dick! Get out of there. Yep. Get out of there.
Well, it looks like the boy and Cameron was doing pretty good.
Get.
Think so?
Dick.
Come on.
Get. Some of the cowhands coming in off the ring.
Why don't they use the road, I wonder?
Oh, they ain't civilized enough.
look. There they are again.
Just don't fret yourself now. What's the matter? What's happened? What's wrong?
Are you hurt, boy?
No, ma'am. But we're shy of 7 tons of ore, 2 wagons, and quite some mule power, though.
Where'd they get to? Who was it?
We was kind of busy. We didn't stop to ask.
Oh, but don't be squabbling about that. Come on, we want to get Mary Ellen out of here. Come on, fellas, hop on. Let's get out of here. Come on. If you leave here now.
Roll on into town. I'll beat it back to the mine and tell Bill.
Get. Hey.
What? Why, it's Tex.
What's going on here? Let's go and see.
What happened?
Easy, boss. Wait a minute.
What's the matter, Doyle?
Somebody's plugged him.
What happened, Tex? Are you hurt bad?
They got us at the rim.
Are you sure she's all right?
Yes, got through. In town by now.
Boys, get him into my house, quick. Doyle, get both of your chefs out. We're going to start loading. Brett, I've got to have 2 wagons and a tank. Get them mules on them.
Okay.
And listen, $1,000 for the shift that gets their wagon loaded first.
Hooray! Sullivan, come on, Shorty. 11 row. Step in, Good. Break out some torches.
Did you see anything of Cash Holbrook?
Yeah. Passed him. Some of his men. Crossing his north 160.
I knowed it. Cash Holbrook done that?
Cash didn't have any more to do with that than I did.
Nobody but him would ever have...
That's enough, Jeff. You're wrong. We've got to get 7 tons of ore into that railroad by morning, or the bank will be in the mining business instead of us. And I'm going to drive. Is he hurt bad, Charlie?
Just creased a little, Bill.
Oh, he'll be all right.
Take it easy, boy.
I'm going with you. If Cash Holbrook thinks that he can get away with anything like this, I'm...
You're going to stay right here on the job. And I'll tell you something else. I'm going through. Nobody's going to stop me. Do you understand that? Nobody.
Hurry up, boys.
kind of you, I know. Here comes Carson and the boys. Set out a bottle, Clem. They'll be wanting it. Right. Yes. Seen the sheriff yet?
No, he's over to Red Rock. Be back tomorrow.
Gentlemen.
Howdy, Judge. The Silver Dollar welcomes you.
Have one on the house, boys.
Well, how's the little lady feeling?
Oh, here's Denver now. How's Mary Ellen, Denver?
Well, Miss Gilroy finally got to lay down for a spell. Excited stick. She's rare. She wanted to start back to the mine on horseback.
Worried about Bill, huh?
Word, she's loco about him. Bill Holbrook?
Yeah.
Wow. Wait till his old man hears about that. Hi, Santa Fe.
All right.
Here's your bill of lading, Carson.
All right, Santa Fe. Have a drink.
Sure, I never refuse.
How are you, Santa Fe?
A lot of good that's gonna do us. 7 tons of ore on the car and 7 more in the bottom of the canyon.
Yeah, if that old rib-picking buzzard is... Say, what is his name?
At the bank?
Stolson. That's him. He won't wait 5 minutes for his due.
He'd love to get his hooks into that mine.
Well, got pretty near an hour yet.
Time enough for another load, if Tex got through. Say, who do you allow done it? Dumping the wagons?
Yeah. Well, I'd say 'twas Cash Holbrook.
Don't you think that's a pretty broad statement, young fella?
Well, giving you a straight answer, Judge, I don't.
You talk a whole lot with your mouth, don't you, Steve?
He's right. Holbrook wouldn't stop at nothing when it comes to Jeff Cameron.
Hey, Cash Holbrook just rode in town.
Yeah?
What's that?
It's Bill.
Bill.
Give us a hand up here, Carson. They plugged Sullivan. Bad or not?
I'll get on the other.
Hand him down here, Bill.
Take it easy, boy.
Did you get any of them?
Don't know. I didn't wait to see. Say, is Mary Ellen all right?
You bet. She's resting over at Gilroy's.
Good.
I'll get Doc Parsons, Bill.
Okay, Buck.
Did you see who they was?
No, they tried to stampede us into the canyon.
That's what they done to me.
Carson, you get that ore over there to the cars.
Yeah.
Santa Fe, go along with him and hurry that bill of lading, will you?
Sure thing, Bill. I'll have it here in 10 minutes.
Cummings, you can go in and tell old man Stilson to write paid in full right across that note of mine.
Bill! Bill, you're safe! I know you try and bring those wagons through, and I... Oh, Bill.
The wagons had to come in, honey. And I had to know how you were.
Oh, I'm all right, but... Well, you'll have to go back there, and I won't let you, Bill. I couldn't stand it.
Honey? Oh, Judge Matthews, do you think you could arrange to marry a couple of people, say, about 4 o'clock this afternoon?
If my suspicions is correct as to the parties involved, I should be most honored.
Hey, Frosty, will you ride out to the mine and get a hold of Jeff?
Sure thing, Bill.
Buck, how's chances for the loan of a comb and brush?
Huh?
A comb and brush.
I got a good curry comb over at the barn.
Be all right here, Dynamite?
Yeah, plenty far. You know, Cameron, if I'm right, of course, I could be wrong, but if I'm right...
Wait till I get these jacks up to the corral, Dynamite. Blast and bother them.
Go ahead, Rance.
As I was saying, of course, I can be wrong, but if I'm right, there's somebody taking dynamite out of my powder house.
Take him? You mean stealing?
Yes, sir. Now, today, I counted out what I had. Then I figured out what I'd have had. And there's somebody around here...
Say, by heck, you know, that fits in with something that happened last night.
Somebody around here stealing it.
Say, look here, Jeff. You know, I didn't sleep very well last night, and I heard something because I couldn't do it with the bad tooth I got here, see? I did...
And if I find out who it is, What's that?
Somebody else shooting?
There hadn't better be. Down there.
Nobody. We don't know what's happened. Clear, everybody. She's coming down.
Anybody hurt?
No, everybody got clear.
A minute ago, that was it. Producing mine, paying its way. Now it's nothing. Brett, better ride into town. I don't feel quite up to it. Tell Bill Cameron Mining Company ain't in business anymore.
Well, Bill, inside now, you put the old brand iron on you. Oh, he ain't the first bronc we broke the harness.
Maybe not the first, but sure enough the luckiest.
My boy, in my many years as presiding justice in this here township, I have never looked forward to splicing the holy bonds of matrimony unto no young couple with more salubrious feelings of admiration and esteem. To our illustrative fellow citizen, William Holbrook, and his charming bride-to-be.
Thank you, Judge.
Folks,
let's partake. Hold on, fellers. Right after the wedding, me and Buck here is giving a barbecue up to the ranch. And everybody in town's invited.
does that take in cash, Holbrook?
Yes,
Hello, Dad.
I'll take rye, bartender.
Holbrook, Jeff Cameron sent me in town to find you.
What's wrong?
Plenty. There's been a slide at the mine. The mill's gone and both shafts are filled. There's nothing left.
Anybody hurt?
No, the first blast warned them.
They was all out when she let go.
Blast? What do you mean? What happened?
The men say it sounded like 4 explosions in number 2 drift. On the last one, half the mountain cut loose.
Well, I guess we're all through. What do they think happened?
They think what half this town's thinking.
What's that?
Cash Holbrook.
Do you know Cash Holbrook?
No.
Well, he and Jeff Cameron have been enemies for a good many years. He had a boy that he'd raised. Threw him out of his house. Folks always said that he was mighty fond of that boy. It didn't look much like it when he done that. The boy and Jeff Cameron went partners. Since then, he's hated Cameron worse than ever. He's had more reason to be back of this than any man in the world. Do you think he done it?
No.
Cummings. When the bank opens up in the morning, I want my account fixed up so's it can be drawed on right up to the last 2-bit piece by my boy, Bill. I'll take rye, bartender.
Thanks, Cash. And one thing more. Half my share in the mine belongs to you.
If that's the way you want it.
Can we step into your office a minute, Judge?
Indeed.
I want you to arrange something for me, Judge.
I'll be glad to.
Cummings. Do you know what's happened? I'm part owner in Jeff Cameron's mine. That makes me part owner in the wells. Got a herd on the way to the railroad right now. They're going to water at Jeff Cameron's wells tonight. What do you have?
Small beer.
Bartender.
Small beer?
Beer.
To Cash Holbrook. Half interest?
In my share.
Jeff Cameron here?
Yes?
I work for him, ma'am.
Sign it right there, my boy.
Judge, I'd rather you'd give this to him.
Well, how about the wedding? Don't you want him there?
Sure I do, but he'd never come.
I'll see you at the courthouse, 4 o'clock.
All right, Judge.
Judge, I'm going to water beef tonight at Cameron's well.
Don't let nobody tell Bill. It would only rile him. There goes trouble.
Where is Bill?
Went out. I'll find him.
Wait a minute.
Hello, Jeff. Glad you got in all right. It's the first time I've had a chance to ask you about Mary Ellen. How's for your partner being your son-in-law?
You ain't my partner. You ain't never gonna be nothing. To me.
What do you mean by that, Jeff?
One thing I hate to admit to is being mistook in my judgment of a man. I've always told myself you wasn't a Holbrook. But you are. The thing you just done proved it to me once and forever.
The thing I just done?
Sold me out to Cash Holbrook.
But, Jeff, we were all through. Cash offered us help, and I took it.
Of course you took it. Why not? You'd side with him again me, and believe him when he lied it was to help me. Help me. Well, he's been trying to get a hold of my wells ever since we split. Now he's done it, and you've helped him.
You're wrong, Jeff.
Wrong? And him driving his cattle in there tonight? Answer that.
Say, how did you hear all this, Jeff?
You ain't answered me yet.
I said, how did you hear it?
Rance Brett happened to be right there. You forgot that.
Mary Ellen, you don't believe that I did anything.
We all better be getting over to the courthouse, Bob. It's most time for the splicing.
Might not be any.
What's that?
Let's have a drink.
No, thanks.
Say, what are you going to do, Jeff?
Don't let Mary Ellen out of the house. Cash Holbrook ain't gonna water no cattle at Cameron's wells tonight.
Now, you're going to
Don't let Mary Ellen out of the house.
I just started out to find you, Bill.
Yeah?
This feller, Brett.
What about him?
He just said something that sounded sort of peculiar.
What?
Well, it wasn't so much what he said as the way he said it.
Yeah?
I've been waiting for you, Kirby. We're going to water cattle at Jeff Cameron's wells tonight.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what I just heard. Jeff's a-looking for you.
Yes?
Yeah, with a 44.
Bob, I think you're right about this fellow, Brett.
I know I am.
Is Cash Holbrook in the bar?
No, he left.
Is Brett there?
Yeah.
Don't follow me in there too soon.
You wait here. We ain't leaving town just yet.
Well, he was in the Silver Dollar a little while ago.
Thanks.
Now, Mary Ellen, don't you take on about something you ain't got nothing to do with.
Open that gate.
No, sirree, Bob. Jeff said you stay right here.
Tonopah, you open that gate.
No, sir.
Hello, Cash.
Hello, Jim.
You looking for Jeff Cameron?
Supposing I am.
Well, he's headed for the Silver Dollar.
Thanks.
Brett, I've got something to settle with you. I never thought I'd have to kill a man, but it may be that I will. Brett, you're back of all this trouble, and what you've done may cost the lives of two of the finest men on this earth. Now talk. Out loud so everybody can hear you. And clear Cash Holbrook. If you lie to me, I'll know it. And Brett, I'll kill you.
All right, Holbrook. Here it is. I did everything. Wagons, mine and all. And I'd do it again if you or any other man come between me and what I wanted. That enough?
Everybody hear that?
I think so.
Get moving.
I don't know which one of you did that, but you're both bad shots.
Give me a hand with the boy. Will you, Jeff?
You know I will, Cash.
Bill, what's happened?
Only one thing. We're going to be a little bit late at the courthouse, honey.